So tonight I'm going to be doing a painting for Stone, one of my subscribers, and Stone actually was the one who got me into painting in this sort of style, like looking at Lena Gemzo, of course, and going down this path. And so I'm just going to put some tissues on. I'm very protective of my paper these days. You know, I'm going to put some tissues on top so I don't stuff up this piece of paper. So the colours I'm going to use tonight is some yellow ochre. I'm going to have some raw sienna, some Winsor Yellow, a bit of Cerulean Blue, a bit of Cobalt Blue, a bit of French Ultra, and a bit of Paynes Grey. So they're the colours I'll use, and we'll create some sort of abstract landscape. So Stone, I hope these colours, I've done a bit of preliminary work, and these colours should really work. So we'll see how this all goes. Always can go a bit crazy, really, in here, doing this sort of work. So I'm just going to wet this whole piece. So I'm just going to wet up here and come in with a brush and just lather it on. I've just attached it onto the board up there. We're going to really wet. So this is a piece of Rives BFK etching paper, but you could use other types of paper. This one's a bit more expensive than others. So this is a really good time to just lather on the water, like not be scared to put on a fair bit, really, so it's, because otherwise you really won't get the movement of the pigment that you want. Bit of Paynes Grey there. This will be interesting, colour combination. Alright, let's go. All right, pull this off, create some space. Let's get a bit of spraying happening here. Bit of spray. I'd like especially to get a little bit more raw sienna up in here. Let's just see if we can just. Sienna up here would be nice. There we go. Spray that out a bit. Oh, there's a daisy. bit of Cobalt Blue. Now the thing is, some of this has created a little bit of greeny, muddy colours. So you want to try and keep some bits separate, and so this bit here I'm going to really endeavour to work hard to keep that separate. Some of these I should probably work a bit so they're not quite so big a blobs. Ooh, look at that. So this is pretty interesting. I really think that this will work up the other way. I'm just waiting for it to keep moving a bit. But actually I think this will work really well completely upside down. It looks pretty beautiful to me. I'm just not quite sure. When I go to tip this up, there's a whole load of water just here, and it will it's culminating here because there's dry paper here, so that's why it hasn't quite broken over the edge. It has in these parts here, but not anywhere else. And so when I go to tip this up this way, this dark color will run this way, and I'm just not quite sure how much of that I want. I definitely don't want it to come over the top of this beautiful yellow here. I really like that part of this. So yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I just want to check something for a second. Yeah, see if I do that, it'll just start running that way. I don't really want a dirty colour running that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come along and just mop up some of that extra water a bit, just carefully. So this is totally at risk of just being a bit rooted. I apologise in advance if you guys can't see everything. just lacking a bit of cohesion, this painting. A bit of... Alright, this is definitely done, I think. This is, like, I love it. I'm just going to leave it like this. And I'll dry it now, and then you guys will get to see what it looks like finished. Yeah, I really like that. That is... I suppose it could do with a bit more strength of tone here, but you know, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to, because that'll make it a bit dead. Like this bit of light here is lovely. Yes, it's great. Beautiful. Right, I'll just dry this. So thanks for joining me tonight in this abstract landscape for Stone, one of the subscribers. So Stone, I hope you found this, you know, helpful. So some of these bits here are just highlights of colours that I know you want to use in that space. So hopefully, and I really love, for me this is like trees with light coming through, and somehow they got painted by the spray bottle, which is pretty cool. So if I was to frame this at all, I would frame this very finely in on the edges. I would get the framer to flatten it for a fair while first, frame it in, give it a big mount so that it gives it some space and gives it some light, and some form of very simple white or black sort of framing that, you know, doesn't take away from the painting. So that's what I would do. Thanks for joining me tonight, YouTubers. If you like this video, then please press like, and if you'd like to subscribe so you don't miss stuff, then go ahead and do that. If you'd like to know more about watercolours, then you can join me on Patreon, the link below, and in the card up above here. And if you'd like to buy some original paintings off me, then again, there's the card up here that you can follow to get to my website to check out original paintings for sale. So thanks. I really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you guys next week. Good night.